Right. Right. I'm going to say it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say it. I don't like all RSs, OK? I'm sorry, I just don't. There were some I couldn't get on with. Let me explain.
The whole 80s RS thing, huge bonnet scoops and spoilers, I don't know, it all kind of left me behind a bit, left me a bit cold. No, for me, the RS legend wears sideburns and a rally jacket. So I look back in lust at this, the Ford RS1800.
It was only made for 2 years and was killed off in 1977. Of course, you might have missed that. 77 was quite a busy year.
I was 6 and I howled with desire every time I saw one. God, I wanted one. And no, I didn't just want one. I really, really needed one. It had absolutely everything you could want. Alloy wheels, Recaro seats, tons of racing pedigree, even a wing on the back. Wow.
If all that sounds a bit weak next to today's rather more spectacular stuff, let me put it into context for you. The RS1800 is Ford's most successful rally car ever. It's still used today in clubman and international rallies, and it still wins.
This had proper credibility, real pedigree. It didn't earn its stripes joyriding, and you didn't judge its success by the size of the insurance claims. I always wanted to drive one, and I'm going to drive this one. Oh, boy. This is every bit as delicious as I thought it would be. It's a machine, a proper machine. It's got moving parts and it's not ashamed of it. It may only boast 115 brake horsepower now. Sure, you can get scooters with that much. But underneath at the front, there's an 1800cc double overhead cam, 16-valve, alloy-blocked Cosworth engine. And in 1975, that was the equivalent of cruise missile technology. This was clever, high-tech stuff. Really, it was. Mind you, as soon as you go through anything like a chicane, you're well aware of the fact that we've got old car springs at the back. Body control really wasn't what it is today. .9 million Escorts were sold in the UK, of which 109 were RS1800s. That tells you something about the rarity. There are 25 of them left running today. Interestingly, 2 of the 109 made were red, of which 1 survives. So if you're digging around in your shed and you find a red one, look after it. It's worth a couple of quid. See, mark my words, there is going to be a huge market for 1970s cars because people like us grew up with them, couldn't afford them then, couldn't drive them then. Now we can, and if we're lucky, we can afford to buy them. Do you know, in an odd way, it's getting to feel like an antique, and I don't mean because of the age. I think it's to do with the controls. They're somehow finer, more delicate to operate. They haven't got that engineered-in chunkiness you get in modern car controls. But don't let the antique thing fool you. In its day, that was a potent force. That, if you ask me, is a proper RS.
See, I like RSs as well. Can I explain something about that? Do you know, I wasn't really going... Well, I wasn't going very fast.
No, you weren't.
No, well...
I thought you were being a bit light in your loafers.
The guy who owned it was there.
Ah.
And he's really big and scary, so I drove like Sister Wendy. I'm sorry.